Come in. Aha, there they are. He comes bearing gifts. Come on in. Jay Caskey, we've come to the moment where we're going to have the ham. Let's talk about this ham process. You know, you and I started talking about this a long time ago.
Yep.
And I was doing some other stuff, and I started getting the pigs, and you went straight to the real deal. You started making the hams, winning blue ribbons.
Yeah, well.
That's kind of amazing. But when you set your mind to something, you set your mind to something.
Well, just trying with some different people, universities.
UK's helped you out quite a bit.
Exactly.
Those are good folks.
They are, and they helped me get to where I am with these hams, and so wanted to go to another level and see what would happen.
That's a 2-year-old ham.
2 years old, and we're gonna have it. And also I brought you some extra pieces here to keep.
You know what that's gonna go in?
Sous vide.
That's what
I'm cowboy cooking at its
finest.
finest.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Well, I tell you what, I can't stand anymore. Let's cut to the chase. You know, let's look back. There we were, down there at the house. Yeah. You curing the ham. Yeah. The recipe's there and for how to do that. Next step,
we took
the smokehouse.
Yep. Went from the smokehouse, and then now we're into the part of cutting it up. And I have some real thin sliced ham with us too to go on some biscuits, and I also have this right here to cut up.
So you can just cut the fat off, stick it in the pan. I can't wait any longer. We've been waiting a long time. We talked about the June sweats. Yep. There's a whole process. You want me to crank this on?
Yeah. Turn it on.
Down low.
Yeah.
Now that you've done it, what's the next step? I know you always challenge yourself. What's the next step?
Next step is going to be what they do with ham in Italy as well, but it's off the front shoulder. Mm-hmm. It's luncheon meat. It's called capicola. And what it is you can do it in the refrigerator within about 8 weeks. Get the picnic off of it, debone it, and put a netting on it and a rub and put it in your refrigerator. And then in about 8 weeks with no salt cure, it's an open air cure, you have that meat ready to go.
Now how long are you gonna cook this? Just a little bit?
It's 1 minute actually. You know, once it starts sizzling, you're done.
And we're good to go.
Yeah, that's it.
And you brought with you somebody tonight.
Yeah.
This show's all about family.
My bride, Donna.
Yeah.
My daughter, Lee.
And they're gonna have some ham and biscuits in just a minute. Do they like your ham and biscuits?
Mm-hmm.
I knew they did.
They love them.
Jay, Maya, I don't want any biscuit on that.
Well, I know what you're saying.
Oh,
we have a little bit on here with mine. Tell you something else you need to do. You have to try this right here, but it's best on a biscuit.
On a biscuit. Now you've had this. Tell me how you had this slice and who sliced it for you.
I took it down to Twas Food Mart, Mount Strome, where I live. Had them slice that up as thin as they can. But that is as good as it's going to get with that. And I am not kidding you. Is that good or not?
I know why Donna stayed married to you all year now.
Yeah.
Wow, that's magic. Same ham, just sliced.
Same ham, just sliced real thin as you can get it.
Jay Caskey, you're doing good things, dude.
Thanks.
You just keep on rolling with this ham thing. Let's keep talking. I want to talk about that 8 weeks in your refrigerator deal.
Yeah.
Maybe this spring.
Yeah.
Donna and Lee want some of this stuff. Let's get on the table and give them some of this before I eat it all.
All right.
Now, our Christmas show is obviously all about family. This is Donna and Lee and Jay Caskey. Ham-eating sons of guns.
Yeah.
Because he makes some good ham. But you know what? Family, traditions, and Christmas time. Let's talk about another family, a group called Frontier, 2 brothers and a cousin. Now let's talk about Kentucky and Kentucky harmonies. Everly Brothers, same sort of thing. Here they are, Frontier.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
All right, I got one more stack to go. Would you mind feeding the dog?
I'd love to feed the dog.
He's a working dog, remember?
know.
Just not too much.
I won't pet him. I'm just gonna feed him.
I mean, just don't overpet him.
I won't. I never
All right,
do.
I'm gonna stack the rest of this. I'll see you in a minute.
Promise.
I'm almost done.
Okay.
I've only got 14 more stacks.
Wow.
Okay, we gotta get ready for a party. Do you want me to load that stuff up, or I'll go ahead and check the fence? You want me to check the fence?
Why don't you check the fence? I'll get everything loaded.
All right, I'm gonna just run the perimeter, make sure nobody's getting out or anything. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, I fed Moses. We're good.
Okay, good deal. And then we'll have some, maybe I'll get you like a fresh bone, or maybe some of the bone from the ham that we took out the soup bones.
Oh, Timmy. I thought he was a working dog. What
I'm
are you
checking
doing?
for ticks.
Oh, okay.
Look, he might have a tick. Let's
In
see.
December?
Is that a tick? Is
Uh-huh.
that a tick right there?
Yeah.
That looks like a tick. I have to check him. I think he's going to be okay.
I think so too.
You know what? I think we can have a working dog and a pet combo.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think that's what we'll do. You know what? It's time for custom-made bluegrass.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory streams from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior
All right. How about The Night Before Christmas? You like that book?
I never read it.
Well, we're going to read it. It's a beautiful story. This story was written in 1822 by a New York clergyman named Clement Clark Moore. And it goes like
That's
this.
a good name.
That's a good name. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums slid under their beds.
Danced in their head.
Oh, get it wrong. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, I just settled down in a big bear trap.
For a long winter's nap.
I get it wrong all the time.
Papa, can we go play with Moses?
Let me tell you something about Moses. Now, here's the deal with Moses. We got to feed him, but he protects the sheep. He's a working dog, so that means we really can't pet him too much. So basically, we just have to, wave at him from outside the fence and give him his food because he has to bond with the sheep. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. What could be happening? Away to the windows I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw out the trash.
Threw up the
Oh man, I've got to put my glasses on. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to a radioactive glow.
The two objects below.
Oh, Grandma should bring me my glasses. When what to my wondering eyes should appear
My legs hurt.
but a miniature sleigh and a huge 8-point deer.
And 8 tiny reindeer.
Need my glasses.
Okay, Grandma, can you run and get Pup's glasses now?
Hang on. Here we go. Hey, this is the serious part. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, he jumped right over the candlestick.
That's wrong, Papa.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
A wink of his eye and twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
Can we go past Moses?
We go pet Moses. Moses is a working dog. We can't pet him too
But
much.
he's so cute.
I know he's cute. He looks like a polar bear, but he just.
He's not a polar bear. He's not cold.
He's not cold.
He looks like a polar bear. Yeah, he does.
But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all."
And to all, good night.
Isn't that a wonderful book? Now, I just want you all to know that Christmas is coming, and I hope you've been good, and I hope that
It's going to take 6 years.
whatever that means. But you know what? I hope you've been good. I hope when I say things like, we can't pet Moses, I hope you're not sneaking out there and petting Moses because he's got a bond with the sheep. You sure wouldn't do that, right?
No.
Because Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat.
Moses!
and it would not be Christmas without the Moron Brothers.
Back in 1897, an 8-year-old girl in New York wrote to the New York Sun, the editor of the New York Sun newspaper, and asked this question: "Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon, 115 West 95th Street." Here's what the editor wrote back: "Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except what they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether they be men's or children's, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant in his intellect, as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole of truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist, and you know that they abound and give to your life its highest beauty and joy. Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus. It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus? Why, you might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch in all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that is no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor men can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not, but that's no proof that they are not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders there are unseen and unseeable in the world. You tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside, but there is a veil covering the unseen world which not the strongest man or even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived could tear apart. Only faith, fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain and view and picture the supernal beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Ah, Virginia, in all the world there is nothing else real and abiding. No Santa Claus? Thank God he lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood.
From our flock to your flock, Merry Christmas, and we hope you have a wonderful new year. And we got some surprises coming up. I'll pet you in just a minute. Hang on just a second. We got some great surprises coming up. He's going to have a girlfriend, Marcia. How you doing,
he get a girlfriend?
He's going to have a girlfriend very shortly because we're expanding the ranch, I guess you could say, and I'm getting eaten by a sheep.
He loves you.
You know what? This is a great time of year, and we want to talk to you about the Carter City Carolers. They came all the way from Carter County, where I spent my high school years, and here's a great bunch of folks, Carter City Carolers, to sing us out.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for